Hey, howdy, howdy. Well, just getting this set up here. This time, I will have something different on the live stream. A text box. Yes, that's right. The advanced technology of a text box. And I'm just getting the advertisements all set up here. So just bear with me real quick. Oh, wait. There we go. And one more to advertise. There we go. I think I got it all here. Let's check out the main game screen. Let me just type a random box. See here. What? Oh, that's weird. Why didn't it add? Oh, there we go. Hey, it worked. Great. So let me quickly edit here. Can I check the chat setting here? Oh, fade out delay. Yeah, I could do like 10 or 15 seconds. Maybe I should make the box just a little bit bigger. Like maybe size 16. Let me try that again. Alright, and hit save. Whoop. Okay. Yeah, 15 seconds might be too long, so hit save there. Maybe do size 15. And hit save there. Close that out. Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. Perfect. Okay, great. So now I actually got the test box to work. Yes, so that actually works. So once again, I love this software. Great. So what do I do today? Well, depends on what people or if any comes on or says anything. Otherwise, I'm just going to be flying random aircraft in ARB for an hour or so, or doing whatever, because well, that's how you play video games. So today, I'm going to do something a little more unique. I'm going to fly for the first flight something that's really amazing, something that's so amazing, it's just great. You know, absolutely wonderful. And just one moment. There we go. Just got some feedback a little bit. Ah, there we go. Okay, so let's see here. Ah, so the plane. Yes, the plane. All right, so while I'm actually two conversations at once, because well, it's the internet. All right, so let's see. P40. Yes. Okay, so you might be saying, Riggs is P40, they suck. Well, actually, not as much as you think, at lower BR at least. The P40 is a plane that also was used during the early war period. It was basically a liquid cooled inline version of kind of not the same plane, but kind of similar P-36 design, but different. It's made by Curtiss. It used an Allison engine. It has 650 cows on the E1 version. The difference between the E1, I think, is that the F version, I think, uses a Merlin. Yeah, that's right. They put Merlin engines in the P40. Shocking, I know. But, yeah. It uses the license-built Packard engine instead. So what the P40E1 is basically the version before that. And I also have the premium version P40C. I'm actually going to fly that first. Let me choose a crew and put that in. It's a cheap premium plane. I got it on the Gaijin market a long while ago. It's actually very affordable even once I run out of free repairs. It is a bit sluggish though. It has less engine power than the latter ones because this is like an even earlier version. So let's get to it. So what else do we have here? So the P40C is basically an earlier version of the P40E, of course, because it's alphabetical in phonics. That's how it works. It has 250 cals in the nose and four 7.62s in the wings. And it's an earlier config P40 in particular. So what I set the convergence to, I'm going to set to 400. And for the belts, it has more ammunition of the 7.62, so what's the difference between that and stealth? Omni-purpose, tracer, armor piercing. Yeah, let's just do armor piercing incendiary for that. And for the 50 cals, let's see. That's all armor piercing, just another universal tracers. Too many tracers and not enough bullets. So let's just keep it universal for that and get minimal fuel load. Let's get started. Alright. So the P40 is a medium to high speed fighter. It doesn't climb very well because it's hefty. But once you get above 220 miles per hour indicated, it actually can briefly, and I mean briefly, keep up with a 0 in a turn, but only for a short turn, not a long-term turn. Once you do that brief turn, you get out. And yeah, like I said, it doesn't climb very well. They do not have good rate of climb. It's only 2,362 feet per minute for the C version. But it has, in a dive, actually it's pretty good. The P40 was also used in many other fronts. It was used in the Italian theater during the early to mid-war period in Italy. The British used them in that theater as well, in the Africa theater. It also was used a little bit in the Pacific. It was given to allies as well. It was temporarily fought on the Eastern Front. Wasn't as well liked as the P-39 for a variety of reasons. And because the engines also needed more maintenance than what they expected the plane to be. So that's what that is. And what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah, it also was used in the Sino-Japan War during World War II with the Flying Tigers. That's why there's also the famous Flying Tiger's Mouth, because they were also used by American Volunteer Group, otherwise known as the You can also use it for, wow, forward springs. Dang, I can't come up with words all of a sudden. So you can also use the P40 as kind of like a quasi-turn fighter, but only if you have speed. It's not really meant for it, though. It's decent at low altitude. It's not like a yak, though. You counter a yak, you're pretty much toast. Unless if you have a speed advantage, of course. And the engine power really drops off above 4,500. Yeah, that's actually correct in this case. There's no point in going beyond 5,000 in this plane, because it really drops manifold pressure, which is indicated right around here. It's okay in IL-2, actually, as well. The more realistic World War II game. But that's just the way things go. Yes. And what it's really good at is in a dive. It doesn't initially accelerate very fast in a dive, per se, but it does, whatchamacallit, it does have some unique things as well. What would it be? The dive speed on this plane is pretty high, so you can actually dive for a really long time. It's just a matter of getting up there in the first place. And since everybody else apparently climbs even slower than I do, that's just the way it goes. Right now, I'm still slowly just climbing up. 109s are very deadly to this plane. They definitely treat them with a healthy respect. It's Hurricanes, you don't turn fight them. Spitfires, well, depends on the Spitfire. You have some durability. Not a lot, though. Actually, it's turned surprisingly well for a US plane. US planes in this game, or in general, don't turn as well as other nations, but diving is what they're really good at. And right now, I'm just doing a full wet dive. See how it takes a little initial delay, but then once I pick up speed, it goes. It's because of the weight. And I missed, of course. Hashtag missed. Let's see if I can go after this Hurricane. Or Spitfire. Let's see if we can get the Spitfire, maybe. Come on. Hurricane? Spitfire? Spitfire! No. Alright, Hurricane. I missed. And see what I mean by how I can turn really well at high speeds? Like that. Oh. You do have a lot of firepower for early VR. It's just a matter of actually hitting stuff. That is one of the things, you know? As this Hurricane now demonstrates why this plane can be mediocre. Oh god, that was really stupid to go vertical. I was hoping the teammate could catch him, but apparently he couldn't. So, guess what? I'm probably going to have to bail out of the plane. I could try to force my way to turn. Nope. That didn't work. Alright, well, on to the next P40, I guess. Possibly. Yeah, that was really dumb to go vertical. I thought the Allied would get him there, but apparently not. Apparently does not do that. So, go back to the hangar here. And let's try the next P40, the P40E1. That would be this guy here. It has 650 cals instead of a mixture. They're all on the wing. Yeah, I think yeah, they have the same ammunition count, 1,686. So the P40E1 also is, yeah, it's like 40 miles an hour slower than the F10. The F10 is more engine powered, which is why. It uses a Packard Merlin engine. That's also another reason. Let's see here. The word modifier is also a little higher for the F10. So why am I flying the E1? Well, because I can. That's why. Because I can. Kind of thing. Alright, so let's see here with the belts. We got universal, round targets, or tracers. I'm gonna try stealth one more time, just for curiosity. And minimal field load, of course. And let's take off. So, let's see what we got here. Well, it definitely climbs better. Hi. What are you going to fly? Just the P40s? Oh, hey, welcome. Not necessarily just strictly the P40s. It just was a random idea. I was just gonna do to kick things off, but as long as it's plane below 8.7 and I have access to it, I'll be able to fly most things that are not bombers. That includes also the Japanese ground attack line too, which I found to my dismay yesterday. I think also I need to make the chat box thing appear just a little bit longer, because that seemed like it was really short. Like, holy smokes, I could barely see that. I've also been experimenting with that too as well, but welcome to the stream. So, oh, well, I like that. I can't fly bombers or attackers well. Yeah, that's okay. Right now I'm just also doing a lot of stuff on the fly right now. So, I think with the fade out delay, I'm going to bump that to 15 seconds instead of 10. There we go. And it's saved there. Perfect. Okay. So, yes, the reason why attackers or bombers at ARB are hard to fly is because, well, they tend to die to fighters a lot, especially the bombers. So I generally prefer flying fighters or planes that can defend themselves. That's just my preference, though. And the reason why I'm also doing the P40s because, well, nobody really shows them. They're kind of meh fighters, but I personally don't mind it. They just don't climb very fast, and that's kind of where the problem stems and lies to. And what else? The AR2 looks possibly the plane I'm going after, but I don't know for sure. And what else do we have here? Well, there's a lot of planes up there that are higher than my plane. So you gotta do what's called side climbing a lot in the P40. I think that's another reason why it just takes a while. Oh. Holy moly. That was a thunderous crash next door. It takes a while to get to altitude, too. It's not a very fast climber. And sometimes you can get put into precarious situations. It just depends on what happens and goes on, though. So, let me see if I can dive on this P40 can dive on the F4U. It's going to be tricky, though. They're pretty fast planes. And he already has a lot of speed. So let me see if I can help this SBD dive bomber. Let's see here. 2-point Spitfires here. There's also Make 3 here, which kind of is concerning. Gladiator I could take on. Well, at least not in a turn, of course, but we'll see. Maybe I can catch the Spitfire. Still full weapon here. Okay. There we go. Got a critical on him. Damage to his tail. He should be pretty much shot down there. The MC can finish him off if he wants. And just go to 100% power so don't overheat the engine. Don't want to be too slow in the P40. And we'll just use combat flaps to turn really hard here. Oh, the engine overheated already? Jeez. I guess it's because I was using wet for so long. Oh, Big 3 is down. Okay. Well, there's a Kai 10 here. Wait, that's a biplane. What's that doing here? Am I at a low BR where I actually see biplanes at 2.7? Guess so. Does he really want to head on me? I don't know why. There we go. That works. But I have to now go back to base. Because I took a hit in the radiator, so I definitely want to go back to base. It's a liquid-cooled engine, so they're not very forgiving on engine damage. So I need to definitely go back. Want to definitely gain some speed, though. See if I can help out that F2A, maybe? There we go. And there we go. Another plane down. That's 2 down. I mean, granted, they're biplanes, but hey, I'll take it. Oh, an F4U here. There we go, got a critical. Don't know if that really hurt him or not. Likely didn't, because that's usually the case with early 50 cals. But I wanted to try stealth just to see for curiosity. Oh, that didn't really damage him at all, apparently. So, just fly back to base then. I mean, the P40 has reasonable durability. It's just the engine's liquid cooled, so I don't really want to take my chances, per se. It's just the way it is. Huh. Okay. Weird. Alright, so... just gotta land here. And find out what's what here. Kind of strange with, whatchamacallit. The plane doesn't like to really slow down in the dive. Wait, I'm the last one of 2? Oh boy. Oh man. This is going to be a very tricky situation. Because now I'm like one of 2 fighters against potentially a lot more fighters. Oh wait, he destroyed the P... Who is that? It's a weird name. Alright, I'm going to do a belly landing here. Because, you know, in Gaijing, you do belly land. Belly land equals speed. Like I said, the airframe can take it. Man, it seems like it takes forever even when you land like that. Come on. There we go. Excellent landing. This is how you land an airplane. Definitely could pass your flight tests by belly landing aircraft. Now, actually don't do that unless we have to do an emergency. So, now the predicament is a P-38E with me against... oh, actually 2 other planes crashed into the ground or something. So actually it's a fair fight. It's only 2v3. So, if we can do that, 2v3 is okay. Just have to find where the P-38... okay, so P-38E is up there. I won't waste my wep this time, because I need to get to altitude a little bit. This plane's actually not hard to fly. It's very easy handling. Wait. AA shot him down? Oh, well now it's a 1v3 again. Well, it looks like he's going to go crashing into the sea or something. Airfield got him. Interesting. Alright, so now I'm just going to do like a 5-degree angle here, maybe 6. Yeah, like that. Just to get a little bit of altitude and mostly speed. Might as well get the wep on then. At least for a little while. Need to get some speed. I don't really like using the airfield against planes, but I may be considering that depending on what fighters they are. Oh, great. So now I'm spotted. Well, now they just forced my hand, so now I'm just going to have to do the questionable tactic of using the airfield. Oh, I mean, wait, the airfield? Yeah, I have to use the airfield. Yeah, there's no choice now. Unless they come at me and stuff from this angle. Just gonna have to start doing 15-degree climbs here. Don't want to be too low. So I'll just start climbing. At like a 13, 14-degree angle. And once a minute and 16 seconds pass, I'll be able to go after him again. They know where I am, but I don't know where they are. So, I'm at 1,000, almost 1,500. Yeah, there we go, 1,500. Make a turn again. Just circle the airfield. That's what I'm going to have to do. Fortunately, landing there was actually a good idea, because it ended up being a good thing to retreat from the engine damage. Because liquid-cooled engines do not like battle damage. That's just a general rule of thumb with prop planes. Which makes sense. Because, you know, they rely on liquids being stable and stuff, whereas radio engines only rely on oil and air. So they can tolerate battle damage much more frequently. Doesn't make them invincible, though. Because eventually they'll run out of oil. But it takes longer for them to burn up the engine. In this game, and arguably in IL-2 as well. So, in 10 seconds, I might be able to see an enemy plane, because it flip-flops. Let's see, who could it be? Alright, where's the target? What? Wait a minute. It's still showing me as the target. That's really... Is that a gaijing moment, or is that just rotates? Oh, just keep climbing up and just doing laps around the airfield. While I'm doing laps around the airfield, the next plane I'll fly, unless the viewers request something else, I was just going to fly the F model. The guy 45 just died to AA. So now I have 2 points left, so now it's a somewhat more fair fight. A 1v2. I can fly other planes too, I just was doing this just to showcase something different. Granted, I know they're not going to always succeed, and some ideas are just absolutely horrendous, but I'll do it anyways. Because I like to do something different in War Thunder. Not to say that achievement or WoW videos are cool. I mean, I, guilty as charged, did that too. And occasionally we'll do that. I did it for some of the shorts and videos as well. But I like to do stuff like this where I could experiment and show you live, or at least from a different perspective. Hopefully. Of this wonderful broken game. I do play other games too, as well. This is not like the only game I play, but it seems like a lot of people like me doing live streams of this, so I don't mind doing ARB live streaming. You know, I don't know how many people or how often this happens too, so it's something new and exciting to do as well. So let's see, you're at 3,000 meters. That's about 6,000 to 8,000 feet. I have to use a Google calculator for that. Maybe the target will change now? Oh, great. So I don't get to see who's who then, I guess. Alright, well, now I can actually go towards the enemy. And I also climbed to 3,000, almost 2,200 meters. So I can just keep at like a 5-degree angle and just climb towards him. And then take a look around and see. Now this is faded performance, mind you. This plane is fully upgraded. Your results may vary. Great, now I sound like a commercial. But seriously, your results could vary even if you're spaded or not, which means you have all the upgrades. That's what that means. What else do we have here? Just a lot of light cruisers and naval targets. Typhoon. Okay. Finally found a plane. Typhoon is a valiant foe. So we turn on the web. I don't know what version of that Typhoon it is. Don't really want to head him on, though. Okay. Alright, come on. Just a little more, and then dive away. Oh, he's the 12707 one. Okay. The Mark 1A. Okay. Not really sure I can really turn with him. I can try at lower speeds. Nope. Definitely not. Okay, I'll keep him near the airfield just in case. If I mess up a little bit. I don't want to go into vertical. I definitely know that from the last match. Going vertical is probably not a good idea. What the heck? Gee, my knees. Does this airfield get him? I'm trying to use the airfield to my advantage. What does the airfield do? Constantly miss the plane. Oh man, this is really bad. I can't really shake a Typhoon apparently. Okay. I mean, I got him closer to the airfield. That worked. The engine's really heavily damaged. Oh boy. Well. Alright. I guess I'll just fly back to the airfield and hopefully successfully land or something like that. Oh god. There he is again. Oh man. I'm trying to desperately... Oh, the airfield saved me. It's not a tactic I really like doing, trust me. It's not really something I really encourage doing, per se. But since I was forcing my hand so many times, I'm like, you know what? I guess I'll just use the only card I have left. And then crash land to the airfield again. So, I guess you could say it's a maneuver kill. So, call that 2 3/4 kill. But he did make the mistake of attacking me over an airfield. I was actually trying to find him without the airfield, but he decided to chase me towards the airfield instead. So I'm like, okay, fine, we'll be this way. So, we'll repair the engine and take off again. Come on. Okay, go, go, go. So, now with 2 3/4 kill. I don't really count that as a true kill, but hey, it did work. Apparently P40s are great at luring people to airfields. There you go, another new pro of the P40. I was using game knowledge right there. It's not really a favorite tactic with mine though. I really hate using the airfield to cover my butt, but since obviously I can't shake a Typhoon in this, what else was I really truly gonna do? And I can't really stall fight a Typhoon very easily because he has so much lift because of those really big, broad, thick wings. I don't know what else I could have really done, at least at that point in time. So I'm like, alright, well, time to lower him to the airfield then. So now I'll take off again and do a riskier flight pattern. He supposedly is at this square, but that doesn't always mean he's actually there at this square. So we'll just web climb to there. Maybe do like a 6-degree climb again. And let's see here. Well, I don't know where he's at. Oh, there he is. I see him. So he's actually right here. When you play IL-2, you can recognize dots like that. If you've only played War Thunder, well, you may have not seen that. Blink if you miss it. That's actually the Crusader right here. That's exactly where he's at. So he's actually above me. Need to get some speed. Or at least some speed. Same speed in the P-41 level flight. Like I said, it's a decent plane. I'm not saying it's a good plane. I'd say it's an average plane. Like, maybe slightly below average plane in War Thunder. Is he going towards the airfield? Yeah, he's going towards the airfield as well. There's 4 minutes and 40 seconds in the match. And he's probably going to do the same thing I just do. Yep. New targets for... what? At G8. Okay. Well, I'm not really good at ground pound, but there's one last enemy fighter there. He's climbing down. Where's he going? Is he just going towards the airfield? I mean, I'll climb at a 10-degree angle. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I just have to climb towards him and see what happens. Well, another thing I did consider a possibility of that can happen, and I've seen it happen in other games too, is that the, whatchamacallit? Oh, I do understand that when I do this kind of stuff, there is a possibility that somebody out there can use the stream to find my position and just snipe me. That is an actual thing, and I'm pretty sure it's a very real possibility someday. Or it probably does happen, just albeit in different ways. And that can happen too. Have I ever done that myself personally? Only once. I only did it once for a meme. I just did it for memes. And then I didn't do it again. I think it was in War of the Tanks. Actually, in particular, many years ago. I just did it once as just as a gag thing. Wasn't like any like 10 or anything like that. Speaking of which, airfield. Definitely don't want to fly over that. Oh. What the heck? Oh. This is the random flak. Okay. Random flak is not quite as deadly, but it's still annoying. He's probably just gonna fly over the airfield, I think. Or at least somewhere over the airfield. Oh, it's balloons. Well, you don't want to run into those. They actually will kill your plane. So, how much time is left? 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Well, I gotta find this guy somewhere. Supposedly he's here. But where? Okay. I mean, there's not a whole lot I could do. Where did he go? Like, seriously, where did this guy go? Or a person, or a plane? Yeah, I did see him. Do I have an order I can use? Adventure. Yeah, let's activate Adventure. Just for the hell of it. Ah, there he is. Okay. So he actually was flying over the airfield this whole time. Am I going to be able to get him in 1 minute and 20 seconds in a P-40? From 5 kilometers away. Minute 10. Okay. Even if it's just a stupid derpy head-on, I'll give him the fight. Let's see here. Come on. Come on. Oh, this is not good. Oh no, this was actually a terrible idea. Alright, well. Bother. Well, we're gonna lose on tickets anyways. Such as it is, and even air RB low tier. Oh well. Alright, well, unless there's requests or so, I'll just keep flying random planes. See here, so the P-40C didn't do much. but earned 4 grand before repairs. And the E1 before repairs is 11,282. And with repairs is 1,000. So getting two kills actually earns you 11 grand. Not bad. So now let's go to the F version. The Merlin Pack. Merlin. Yeah, can't say my tongue right. Words, Riggs. The Packard V160-1 version. Basically, license built Merlin engine of the P40. So away we go. On to the next one. Actually, wasn't too bad of a match, actually. I thought it was pretty decent. Just near the end, it's kind of like, man. But, hey, it does profit. So, let's see, we're on Sicily. And, oh, excuse me. Let's see what we got here. So, I think the stealth belt's fine. I think doing that is actually pretty cool. Minimal field load, 400 convergence, and start. Still the same battle rating too, which is kind of ironic. And also, this has the shark mouth. It's not necessary. Actually, I think it is. Kind of like the flying tiger's tiger mouth. So, this should be a little bit better because it's like 40 miles an hour faster and climbs slightly better, not by much though. You could definitely, on speed, this plane definitely has more engine power. I mean, I already accelerated to like 200 much faster than I did the previous plane. Then let's go to like a 10-degree climb and try that out without wiping. Kind of sounds weird, this backward burrowing engine. Doesn't sound like a whole lot in this game. But then when you face it towards here, you do. Inside the cockpit, yeah, holy moly, 60 inches of manifold pressure. That's a lot of damage. That's actually really good for an early to mid-war design. That's actually quite a lot of manifold power. It's not the best, but it's certainly not the worst either. It's like middle of the road. Roll rate's still pretty good. It's a P40, so it rolls okay at higher speeds. Say like above 190 or so. And let's see what we got here. It's climbing at 11 degrees. Still making good speed, so I can just maintain this climb just fine. Yeah, so is there any reason why you would fly the E versus the F if you wanted to actively fly P40s? Not really. The only reason you would fly the E version is maybe if you wanted, well, actually even the repair cost is not really that much different. I guess if you wanted to experience what an Allison version is versus the Merlin, otherwise just fly this version instead. The only other difference is that the E has slightly less fuel, so it's actually lighter weight, but it's still making less power spaded than this thing does spaded. So, what else do we have? So we have the Kai 109 over there. And let's see here. Let's just reduce our climb here. Oh. That's weird. Why did my chat repeat itself twice? That's strange. That was a message from earlier. What the heck? I don't get that. Like, I need to sometimes troubleshoot the live stream thing, because sometimes I've noticed that the messages repeat itself twice. And I don't know why. It's something I still haven't figured out yet. I have to investigate that too sometime, because what I don't understand is it does that, and I don't know what causes that. I'll have to probably either ask Gamecaster support or something like that. And let's see here, just driving around town here. Maybe this, is it Kai 109? Or the HE 100? Well, the HE 100 is already being engaged. Could go after the Kai 27 instead, because the Kai 109 is just going to dive away. There's a lot of points above me as well, which is not good. I'll go after this Kai 27 instead. That's above. It's just a smidge. I don't think they all see me yet. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I do not want that. Yeah, and then I'll dive in on this HE 100. There we go. Got a critical on him. Do like a diving turn here. That's why you want to have some altitude. Maybe you can outdive him. Jeez. I didn't realize how many G's this plane could pull. That's with like a level 5 G tolerance with level 5 stamina. What? Oh, jeez, that's enough for you. Okay. Yeah, definitely don't want that. Okay. Alright, then do spiral dive down here. The flaps out. Oh, jeez. Ah, dang it. Oh, come on. Maybe I can force him to overshoot? Yeah, there we go. That works. That forced him to overshoot a bit. Where did he go? That's the question. Oh, no, he reset. Okay, well, that's a bummer. Oh, God. Yep, I'm basically toast. Yep. Well, I definitely could say the F10 is better than the E. I just had a really misfortunate match here with the Kai 27 right on my tail. Can't really shake him, of course. Can't really do a whole lot. I mean, I'm trying to think of stuff. Oh no, I'm going to hit the ground instead. Couldn't pull up in time. Yeah, the Kai 27 Otsu is a very hard plane to shake when you're like that. I mean, just trying to go at a straight line speed would have not helped much matters either. If I had more altitude, I would probably be able to escape him, but ran out of time. Alright, well, I guess I'll wait to see if there actually is anybody here. Oh, 2 viewers, I guess? Great. Well, if there is actually anyone watching this or so, now that I've flew those P-40s, are there any suggestions of what plane or nation outside of China and Sweden or Israel? Because it's a long story of why I don't fly those, but it's maybe because I don't have any planes from those 3. But I can fly Japan, Great Britain, USSR, Germany, US, Italy, and France. The most points I have, of course, is US and Japan, followed by Germany and Great Britain. USSR is in between. Italy is okay. Just depends on what BR though. Well, I guess I could try typing it in here. Yeah, let me just do that there. And while I wait for that, if there is no options or suggestions, I am leaning towards flying. Let's see here. What haven't I flown yet? I'm right. I'm looking for inspiration of something new and decent to fly. Oh, okay. Do you have any BR preferences, or like, are you looking for like propeller or anything up to like early Cold War jets in particular, or you just like to just watch around and stuff? Okay. Hmm. Well, let me try a more meta plane then. Let's see here. What's a more meta plane? Something that's not. I just like to watch. I don't play top tier too much. I'd play more props. Ah, okay. All right, that's fine. Yeah, don't worry. I usually just do up to 8.7 and lower. I have no desire to play beyond 8.7, to be honest. I may do it for Japan at some point, but I highly doubt it's going to be any much more fun beyond 8.7. And there's a reason for that because of missile spam. Missile spam's lame in this game. If you want that kind of stuff or learn how that stuff works better, do DCS or Ace Combat. Ace Combat's more arcade, DCS if you want the real stuff. I have actually played both. My preference, of course, is Ace Combat, but DCS is a whole nother game. It's more of like an actual simulator. So for the prop plane, what would be in the mood for then? Let's try something different here. I'm gonna try Great Britain plane. I'm just trying to think of what Great Britain plane. Yesterday I did the Typhoon Mark 1A and Mark 1B. So how about let's see, I have 33,000 lines. Ooh, not a lot to retrain. How about the Sea Hurricane Mark 1C? That's a reasonably affordable, fun plane. It is faded, and it is a 3.0. So I'll get started on that. Okay, so let's see here. Huh. Okay. So now I got to here. Let's see what the belts. I usually recommend doing air targets, but I am going to try something a little bit different. Wait, I have semi-armor piercing. Oh. I'm going to try using universal instead of air targets. And do minimal field load and take it for a flight here. Now, so for this plane in particular, it's a Hurricane. So it has 4 20 mil cannons. It's very cheap to repair. The reward modifier is decent. The only downside to this plane is it's a little slow. Hurricanes are definitely not the fastest thing in the sky, but I still recommend them anyways because they're basically just a slower Japanese plane with a smidge more durability and higher ammo count. It depends on the version too. I usually recommend the Quad 20, and if you don't have the Quad 20, do like the ones that have 8 machine guns, like the Mark 1 late in particular, or the other Sea Hurricane that has just 8 through 7.7s. Now the 7.7s don't do a whole lot of damage, even with upgraded belts, but they're at a low enough BR where they're still reasonably effective. Just not against ground targets, of course. There is also a crazy 40 mil version of this plane that I am considering trying sometime. So, let's see it fly here. I don't know if my stream keeps cutting out or not. That's what the weird part is. Because I'm still trying to investigate on that as well. Hmm. What else I got here? So, seems okay to me, though, like playing and watching at the same time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will do that too. If you have two monitors, that makes it much easier. Yeah, it is a bit slow for playing, but it is a very fun play. And actually, did a coverage of this at a different point in the past before I started going live stream crazy on YouTube. I know I still make traditional non-live stream content. It's just I put it on the back burner because I actually enjoyed doing live streams more than just the traditional stuff. Shorts to me are probably the hardest to make though. They require a lot of editing. It's not necessarily like just trimming out content just to show a case in time moment. It's just you have to shift through so much time depending on how long that said video is. It's not like impossible though. That BF-110 has too many points on him, so might as well go for a different target. If there's more than 2 points on the same plane, it's usually best to leave it alone unless if it's something really overpowered. 110s are not overpowered. They're decent though, but if they have already 2 people on them, might as well go for somebody else. Sometimes I am guilty of violating that rule because sometimes it's like near the end of the match and I'm like, well, there's nothing else to do, so. My biggest mistakes I usually make is I typically get too aggressive. Like, I like to go in and fight, and sometimes I should wait, and I don't. That's usually what my biggest fight mistakes usually involve. But I'm kind of more of, like, on the fence of, in this game, like, if you see a plane and you pick it out and stuff, just go for it. That doesn't always work. But in a hurricane, you do have to be more aggressive in, because if you don't chase after at least something, you're going to just sit here going, wow, it's a nice fine day today, and then nothing happens. Oh, geez, I don't know if that has forward-firing guns, does it? Oh, I missed. Okay. Yeah, he does have forward-firing guns. I've never seen that plane. Whoa. Well, he's definitely as maneuverable as me, that's for sure. There we go. Nope. Missed. Okay, well. Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the combat flaps were that slow of his speed. Gee, my knees. Come on. Alright, well, trying to desperately get him. Okay. Roll rate's actually not too bad. I could do these rolling scissors with him all day. It's just a matter of getting on target, though. Oh, jeez. Come on. Gotta kill him soon. There we go. Got a hit. Wow. A whole A hit. Oh, that was a plane that overshot, but I couldn't take the chance on him. Okay, trying to turn hard in here. Come on. Oh, jeez. Oh, it's a wildcat. Okay, that's what was shooting at me earlier. There we go. I had to spend like half my ammunition to kill him. So universal belt so far is not... Oh, what was that? Somebody just crashed behind me. No idea who that was, but I'm definitely getting out of here. Alright. There we go. Got him. Alright, so that's 2 kills. But the engine's pretty much toast. So, you know what I'm gonna do? Go out in the blaze of glory in this match. Tried to... Oh. Oh. Great. Jiminy Scott. I get embarrassed by an armored car. Live on YouTube. YouTube. I'll just say the guinea pigs from downstairs distracted me. No, just kidding. I blame my pet guinea pigs. That's what did it. Moving on. So the Sea Hurricane Mark 1C, yeah, the universal belts suck. That's the other thing I found out. They spark too much. So air target's still the way to go. After like 6 years, Gaijing finally buffed them for air belts, I guess in particular only. Universal seems to just suck. Otherwise, known as a jolly good day. So, let's try something different. Unless if there's any suggestions. Um, I was thinking of find something. Can I find this plane? Oh no, I cannot. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Can't find it, really? Oh, I gotta have to make some lines or something, I guess. Hmm. Well, could fly. No, the Kai 100's okay. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fly the Kai 44. That's a non-premium plane that I have spaded. It's 3.3, and at first glance you might be saying, "Well, it's a Japanese plane. They're very maneuverable." Yes, they are very maneuverable. This one has 1,000 rounds of a decent 12.7 millimeter machine gun, and boy, do these things shred. So I'm gonna get started on that. Hmm. All right, so I set the convergence to 400, and I do the air target belt. Universal is okay as well. Huh. Air target's ABT high explosive tracer. Huh, interesting. And stealth is AP, HEI. Huh. Armor piercing and high explosive. I'm gonna actually try stealth. I've been trying experiments with some planes to see if stealth belts actually work or not. Some of them actually are surprisingly good. Have to set the convergence pretty close though, especially if they're lower ammo count. But man, this plane is bonkers. Hmm. And also, this plane spaded is very bonkers. Like it, it just climbs really well too. I mean, for a 3.3 plane, it climbs 3,699 feet a minute, which is really good for 3.3. The only planes in this BR that are from 3 to 3.7 that climb as fast is the BF-109s, which is pretty good company. That's like insane. That's like basically having 1944 performance at 1942. It's so light. The roll rate is okay. It's a little bit derpy on that, but the turning and dogfighting capabilities of this plane is very good. It's a crazy little plane too, and the propeller spin's kind of funny too. It's like a weird blade I haven't seen very often. I mean, yeah, it's three-bladed propeller, but it's like kind of rotates kind of weird. I'm not sure if that's like a Gaijin thing or not. Hmm. And also, what else do we have here? This map is actually okay. The opponents for this one is America, Russia, or so. Hello, and welcome to the live stream. Right now, I'm just flying an ARB to Kai 44, just picking random planes to fly. Unless if there's any like suggestions or requests, just chilling and hanging out with the chat as well. I prefer doing planes that are below 8.7, and I don't fly bombers. And I tried ground attackers the other day on the previous stream, and that ended in disaster. Yep. If you have any plane suggestions or so, most of the planes I have are America and Japan, followed by Germany and Britain. Italy's close third along France, and then China and Sweden I have almost nothing. It's also for personal preferences, because the China aircraft line basically has the same exact planes I already played, so there's no incentive for me to play them. Sweden, outside of very few planes, don't really have good planes in their RB. And Israel, well, I mean, I don't know what their planes are really like, but the first one is kind of meh. It's not really that good. So that's kind of why that happened. Also, the apparently the big three on the enemy team just crashed for no reason. I have no idea why, but that's just the way it goes. And also, for this live stream, I have experimented with the text box that it will display on the stream. I've noticed a lot of people do that, and I got some feedback saying to go for it and give it a shot. So far it seems like it's been received pretty well. Just have to experiment and tinker around with that. So it's the first stream I've actually done that. Yeah, like what you just typed right there will show on the live stream. That's what that basically means. Oh jeez, it's P-63. Yeah, I did not want to head on that. Head on to P-63 is certain death. That is a King Cobra. Oh, it's high speed, so I gotta retract the flaps. What? Are you serious? Wow. So much for talking up this plane. Then, of course, it seems like it's, yeah. I mean, it is a good plane, but that was just a creator incompetence moment. Always seems to happen every time. When I talk up a plane that actually is good, and it actually is meta effective, that kind of stuff happens. I'm on to fly it again, though. That was really unfortunate. And let me go back to Hangar and quickly show the audience here what I'm talking about. Also, this game is so well programmed. As a running gag, I say that you have to hit return to Hangar 3 times, and then it actually will return you to Hangar. So yeah, I do take jabs at this game every once in a while too. But no game is truly perfect, per se, either. So I just show it as it is. I mean, this is what happens on my computer. No. I love the responses so far. Great. So, let's see. What any? Do you have any nations or suggestions you'd like me to take a look at outside of the ones I mentioned? Like, for example, any U.S. planes, Germany, USSR, Britain, France, Japan. I usually have a Japanese main in this game. That's kind of the reason why I came back to it in the first place, because I missed flying the zeros. Unfortunately, for better or worse, this is still the only game that you can actually fly a lot of different Japanese aircraft within reason. I just like them, to fly. They're really fun to fly and handle. But that's just me. That's just my preference. But I want to do what other people might prefer or want to see. Italy has some really good planes too. Um, they're just more expensive. They're basically, on paper, better German aircraft, and also can turn fight with any planes that's not Japanese or Spitfires as well. Okay. Well, if there isn't any suggestions the next minute or so, I'll just fly the Kai 44 again. Because I know this plane's good. I've gotten multi-kill sorties in this thing. And can do it. Another good plane. You might like USSR then. Yeah, USSR is also good. Yeah, they have some good planes in their lineup too. Hey, Space G, welcome. I've also experimented with the chat today, so if you type stuff in the text box, you get to see it on the screen as well. I was just asking if anyone wanted to suggest a plane to fly next within certain parameters. I don't think they're too restrictive. It's just, the realities of ARB. So right now, I was considering doing the Russian planes because I just flew on the Japanese plane that I did on my own. And maybe you want to try USSR. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what line you want to go down too. The line I prefer is the Yaks. You like this creeper? What? Times 1,000. Oh, like when the plane blew up. Yeah, that can happen. But here, top tier USSR top tier is bad. Depends on what BR you mean. Do you mean like beyond 8.7? Yeah, beyond 8.7, I do not know. I mean, I only found the big 15 biz 7.0 plus. Yeah. Um, if it's below 8.7, like you fly the Yak 23 or the Yak 15, not the P, but the 15. I know a guy that's actually very proficient in the Yak 15 in particular, along with the Yak 23. But yeah, beyond that, I wouldn't know much information. But below that, they're pretty decent. As long as you don't face off against Japanese planes, they can hold their own at medium to lower altitudes for the most part. I'm about to fly the I-185. You still don't know what nation to choose. Yeah, it takes time. I mean, the primary nation I'd chosen was America. It's the easiest. You choose. Okay. I'll fly the I-185 next. I'm not very good in it, but it is actually a good plane. I'm just not very competent in it. Could do that. I forgot to purchase the rockets for some reason. Alright. Let's do that. The I-185 M82. It's a 3.7 at rank 3. This plane is basically a mix of a Yak and an LA5, but it can fly at higher altitudes. Like about 5,000 meters, 5,500 is what it will do. Alright, and I set the gun convergence to no. And I'm going to do minimal field load with armored target belts because of their Shravax. The only other belt I would recommend, and I found work, is possibly universal, but most players, including myself, would suggest doing armored targets when they're the Shravax cannon series for USSR. And the reason being that they don't have... Yeah, tracer belts could work on some planes. The reason being that for USSR Shravax, though, their explosive filler is not that good. It does some damage, but not as much as like the German 20 mil blind shell or the US and Japan equivalent. They do some damage though. It's just not they're not as explosively filled. And put that here. Oh, really? They're not incendiary. Yeah, they're not as incendiary. Mm-hmm. So I put that into here. Yeah, universal or air targets are usually the best to pick for most nations. That is what I would always recommend as well. Holy moly. Got 5 users right now. That's like the most I've seen in ages. Alright, wow. Hefty. Yeah, high explosive fragmentation tracer shells are pretty good. It depends on what nation, but they typically are very practical against air targets. Now, this plane in particular is kind of like a FW-190. It has good roll rate at higher speeds. It doesn't turn as well as the Yak. It's kind of like in between the Yak and the LA5 series. So you can't really turn fight as frequently. So it kind of loses speed in a weird way, so it relies on more airspeed to maintain the turn. The cannons are not the problem, though. The cannons are still pretty good. What is the best nation for maneuverability energy? I would technically Italy, but Germany's a little bit cheaper at the lower BRs. Because Italy can actually do both energy and turn, if you want to go by axis. They are technically the best for that. They have lack of hitting power, though, because their 50 cals at lower BRs are pretty lackluster because of the rate of fire, and they're harder to hit with because they have slower damage per minute. Should I grind Germany? Well, if you like to fly below 5.7 BR team-wise, yeah, they're okay. It's just above 5.7, Germany gets really mediocre teams. So that's kind of like the practical student if you fly solo. If you fly with a squad member or a team member that you talk to or type to, then they're okay. Oh, I missed the B-25 there. And we already have a lot of people chasing him down, so I go to another person. I personally recommend Italy, Japan, or US. Personally, I recommend Japanese and US in that order. As long as you don't mind being in a slower plane, Japan is usually more forgiving because it's easier to play. Yeah, the P-51 is, if it's the A or the F-82, they're really good. But the ones in between or the H are kind of meh. The P-47s, particularly the D-28, is really good. The P-63s are mixed, but can be okay. The Corsairs are great. I mean, there's almost no bad Corsair in the game, except for maybe the F-2G in certain situations. Not really. If the F-82 in particular is, but there's good cost-effective ones that could show you after this match. Once I get a hit on these zeros. Don't want to turn fight those. Oh jeez, that's a Kai 43. Oh god. Hang on. Gotta concentrate. Oh no. Oh shh. Oh my goodness. This is a lot of planes. Oh no, come on, get a hit. No. Hordes of planes again. Hashtag hordes. Sure. Yeah, the F2G is not necessarily the greatest version of the Corsair. I would say it's kind of average of the family. And yeah, the 10K repair cost, I always call it the 10K gamble, because sometimes it's great, and sometimes you just lose a lot of lines once you run out of free repairs. 10K a pop is not always practical. There is worse, though. but that is definitely one of the more expensive rides. Oh, I got a random spin again. Come on, 1 million. No. Oh, great. A T-35. Well, I don't really care for that tank anyways. Alright, so repairing this plane, and I'll show you in US real quick here. Alright, so I have the P-36G. Can I maybe fly the P-40? Yeah. Oh, you know what's ironic, Space? I actually flew the P-40 when I started the stream today, but yeah, I don't mind flying it again. Where's the gun pod P-40? There's a gun pod P-40? Is it this one? No. I didn't even know there was a gun pod P-40. Let me see. Is it the P-40C, maybe? No. Oh, the A-36. Yeah, the A-36 has the gun pods. Yeah, I could fly that too. I mean, the A-36, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, the A-36 has gun pods. I can fly that. Sure. If you want me to take that for a spin, I can definitely do that. So, what I was going to say for the U.S. planes, if you're just starting out and stuff, I actually recommend the U.S. Naval line, which is the F3F path. I think this path is actually the best to start off with because you get, arguably for its BR, decent F2A Buffaloes. They don't really climb well until you get to the later version, of course, is the A3. But they're really good. They're one of the very few U.S. fighters that can actually turn really well. Wildcats are meh. They're decent, but they're very slow, and they don't climb well. But the Corsairs is where the fun starts, like the 1A and the MC. Then the D, which is a very well-rounded plane for 3.3. And if you don't mind a slower plane, it's a little harder to fly, but it's very cost-effective. The Hellcat, the 5F version, not the N. And then you can eventually get the F41C, which is also a really good plane. That is hard-hitting cannons. The Dash 4 is situationally a bit better, but it has less hitting power, but it's also a good choice at 4.7. The 6.0 is a bit pricey, though. It's like $4,000 more than the F2G, but outperforms it in a lot of ways. I love turn and energy fighting. Yeah, turn and energy fighting, the only one that strictly... Oh, you got a bomb kill today. Nice. Yeah, turn and energy fighting, if you want to strictly have both, there's not many prop lines that do that, strictly based on that. The only one I would recommend if you want to strictly do that kind of dual role, aerial combat-wise, would be likely Italy then. Because Italy can do both turn fighting to a degree and boom and zoom. The only downside is below, is it 2.7? Yeah, if it's below 3.7, they get really mediocre guns. I mean, they have a lot of ammo, but you have to be on target a lot. But since you're so maneuverable, that might not necessarily... Yeah, it has its challenges. The CR-42 is fun, though. I love that plane. The C200 is okay, but the C202 and later is what I preferred when I played Italy at the beginning. The only other plane that I actively flew was the Tier IV. Yeah, the Tier 4 RE2005 is very expensive. It's not very good climbing plane, but boy, it has a lot of firepower. And it can actually turn at high altitude too. It's just a little bit on the slower side. And it's also a bit pricey. The Italian planes at Tier 4 are really expensive, except for maybe the G14. G56 is godly, but The reason why I don't see them very often is because their flight performance is so good, they cost a lot to run. Do I have the Vampire? No. But I will say it is an okay plane. It's slow, and it does have a lower dive speed limit. However, I heard it's decent, but I don't know a whole lot more than that. I haven't really gotten to the jet age with Britain because I kind of put it on the back burner. Oh yeah, the turning on them are really good. They're slow, but they're really good at that. The meteors are okay, except for maybe the Sea Meteor Mark III, but that has a lot more engine power than the non-Sea Meteor. Yeah, they can be. I mean, it's not that they're. It's just the main problem I had with Britain planes is the Spitfires beyond 4.7 are really fuel thirsty. They also have sparky cannons, so even with air target belts, with the buff, they tend to struggle downing certain targets more often. Ironically, before the buff from 5 years ago, which it desperately needed for the Haspinos, the machine guns actually did more damage than the cannons. If you are doing Britain, though, I think the path that leads either to the Typhoon or I guess the Spitfire Mark Fives are okay. I mean, I have the Mark IV or Mark V-C Tropical as well. I don't see those very often though. I guess for this next match, if you want, I could fly the A36 with the gun pods. Could take that out for a spin. I can put back on the universal belts. Okay. All right, I'll take this out for a spin. So for US, if you're grinding US, I highly recommend starting with the F3F series and the P40 path. Okay. Yeah, there is a few stinkers, but the planes that are good are from the P36 path. Is all the P36s seem to be pretty good. P40s are situational. The F10 is way better than the E1. I learned that today, which makes sense, but same BR, which is kind of ironic. The P51 Mustang, the first one, this I argue is actually pretty decent. I mean, has actually better. I mean, even though it says Haspinos, they don't seem to spark as much. The C10 is garbage. The P47 D22 is meh, only because the D25 and even better D28 are vastly superior. Only because they climb better. They have the same firepower, just the rate of climb is pretty mediocre. But man, are they fun when you get them right. That's why I usually recommend the F3F one because you get a decent naval aircraft. The Buffaloes, which don't climb well, but they can turn pretty good. The Wildcat, the first one is okay. The Corsair, um, these two are okay. The D is really good for its tier. The Wild Hellcat I slightly prefer more often than the Corsair, but this is also a good choice, and it's also cheap. It's a bit sluggish, but it's actually pretty good. The F4U1C is decent. The Dash 4 depends on altitude, it's decent. The B is expensive. Don't bother with the Bearcats. The Bearcats in this game overheat and kind of suck, and they're very stiff. Like, they don't turn very well, and they tend to overheat like crazy, even with the radiator upgrades and manual engine control. I only did that for experimenting. The Tiger Cat's fun. Gotta get upgrades for it, though. Great head on machine, very accurate, very fun. It's also not too expensive. Spaded. It's actually not bad. And for the P26 path that leads to the P400, the P38's below the low. The J model and lower are reasonable. J's a bit on the pricier side, but it's still decent. The low can be quite costly. The F82, forget it. The F82 is great, but my god, that repair, if you screw up, well, guess what? You done. So that's that. So let's get started. Let's see here. Alright, so I'm going to fly with the gun pods. Targeting distance, I'm going to set to 500. I was doing a ground strike with a different plane, or not different plane, I'm still using the same plane, different player last week. So now I've converted it back to air. Hey, welcome back. And find now the A36 upon request here with the gun pods. Lots of crazy ammunition, that's for sure. You don't really lose a ton of performance with the gun pods, but you are significantly slower, almost 16 miles an hour slower. So instead of going like approximately 360, you go like 340-ish. Yeah, you do get air spawns because it's a quote-unquote attacker. The only problem with this plane is it's a low-altitude Mustang. So above 1,800 meters, it's going to start slowing down a bit. At least what it claims on the stat. Let's see, am I losing... Where's the manifold pressure in this thing? That's the fuel load. It's RPM. Ah, here we go. That's the RPM. Right there's manifold pressure. Does every strike aircraft get air spawn? Most of them actually do. Not all of them, though, but a lot of them do. Some interceptors still do. Like the P-38s, they still get an air spawn for the most part. For example, some Japanese twin-engine interceptors get air spawn. I think the ME-410s and the BF-110s, I have to check on the ME-410s. I know some of the 110s get an air spawn as well. Now the US ground attack line is a mixed bag. There are some really good planes like this and the AD4 and the A2D, for example. They're pretty good, but there are some stinkers in between. The attacker line is kind of a mixed bag at lower BRs, but this one's actually not bad. I don't mind flying the A36. Right now I'm just checking the map here. I don't know what you Rigsters journey means, but thank you. Came off a bit English, but thanks. I mean, if you mean like the content or something like that, that's how I interpreted that. I mean, I do English and grammar errors too, so it's alright. So let's see what we got here. Oh, hey, Jay. Welcome. Oh, no. Sausage water. What? What the heck? Well, how's it going? And upon request, I'm flying an A36 in ARB. Welcome. What? Sausage water. And he loves milk. Oh yeah, I definitely do. Well, I didn't really... What the... What's up with the hearts? I don't know. That's what I just was gonna ask too. Like, I don't mind it. It's just like... Okay. I I'm presuming that one of the commenters might be a little bit on the younger side, so that's what I'm presuming. Milk is delicious. Not if you're lactose intolerant. You have to have like soy milk or lactose free milk. You could. Oh, thanks. I wouldn't say I'm the best though. I actually learned a lot from Jay. A little bit younger, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get it. So, I'm diving on this I-185 here. Trying to concentrate now. Let's see here. Going really fast, too. Holy smokes. Almost 400 indicated at 3.0. That's insane. Unleash the 50s! Pilot snipe. Alright, turning in on an A6M2. I didn't think I was ever going to say that in the sentence. What the heck? What? I really feel sad for that Zero. Bro, the Hurricanes are trash. Well, except for a few of them, they're just really slow. It's just, like, the only big problem I have with the Hurricane is kind of, like, weird. I have no idea what that means. First ones. Oh, yeah, the first ones. Yeah. Yeah, the first ones can be a bit strange. But I wouldn't say they're terrible. I wouldn't say they're great, but they're definitely not horrible. You could do certainly a lot worse, though. Yeah. Alright, I guess to do some ground pounding a little bit. There we go. And then do that there. Hashtag aim. Alright, now I can go after the Firefly here. Well, it depends on the P-51. I find the A-36 and the first P-51 and F-82 are okay. One bit of damage you just stall when straightening. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that as well. There's only 3 Mustangs that are not premium I recommend. This one, the P-51, and the F-82. Otherwise, the rest are garbage to mediocre. I'm gonna fly one now. Oh no. Alright, so let's turn on the WEP and go after this A6M2 here. Oh, jeez. That was almost fatal. Holy. Me in a Hurricane. Oh yeah, the Hurricane's pretty good. I just think the Hurricane really is dependent on the model and stuff. Yep, but that Zero really wants to be dead. What the... Well, that was a better fallen Zero. Yep. I knew he was going to come back around eventually. Just was a matter of if, not when. The second Zero definitely was better fallen too, so he knew how to respond to my dive attack much faster. Chinese Zero. Yeah, of all things. You want to join me in a Hurricane? AC-1? AC-1. Yeah, it's a World War II designation. I can also play China. I mean, the main thing with China is they're basically a mixture of US, Japan, and Russia planes. If you already flown them, there is no difference between flying those prospective planes. If you like to do that, that's okay. For me, it doesn't make sense, but for you, China is copy paste. Yeah, pretty much. Or pretty much copy paste. So They fly almost the same as every other aircraft that they have in their inventory until they get to, I guess, the J6. No, wait, no, actually, that's the same plane too. I think the invite you to the squad. Okay, hang on, man. I've but I like to ride the US and stuff together. I mean, yeah, it's okay. I mean, if you want to do that, I'm not going to stop you. Okay, so what BRJ do you want to do as well? Yeah, all of them, really? Actually, the only one that isn't then is the J8B, I guess. That's the only one that isn't copy and paste. Fly the A36. Okay, sure. Okay, will do. Oh, whoops. The J line isn't copy and paste. Um, the only the only one I think isn't copy and paste is maybe the J7 or the J8. Oh yeah, this was even worse. Yeah. Yeah, they're copy and paste too. They fly British and American aircraft and French too. And the ones below the jet tier, yeah, they're basically just Spitfires or so. Just Russian MiGs, but made worse. The J1. Oh, is that why? Okay. Wow. Okie dokie then. All right, I'll get my plane set up here. So I'll fly with the gun pods again. I think. Oh, the 299. Oh god. All right, so I'll get started. Jay's ready, so I'll be going. Hmm. Oh, the S199. Oh yeah, the S199 is like, here I am, coming like a hurricane. You know that song? Yeah, he definitely knows that one. Jay definitely knows those stuff pretty well. Yeah, there you go. I like this text box system. It's actually pretty cool. I'm definitely keeping that for streams from now on. This is definitely very successful interaction too. This is actually really cool. I like doing this stuff, man. Let's see what else we got here. Try not to try not to headbang channel. Oh, whoa, man, I can't read. Okay, try not to headbang challenge level hard. Yes, that is very hard to do. How could you not to a great song like that? So, what else have we got here? So against the Germans, the Chinese, and the Russians. Okay, so we don't have to worry about zeros for once. Yay. So Jay has decided to fly the Hurricane Mark II-B Tropical. Okay, sorry, Elsa. I can't read. I don't understand the last part, but okay. Well, it is the internet after all. Let's see here. Max Pew Pew incoming. Oh, it's the 12 gun one. Oh god. 2020 Cup. Georgia? Oh no. What happened to Georgia? Oh. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, I now know what you mean by that. Oh. Yeah, that was a pretty horrible thing. I'll just leave it at that, though. Not gonna go into much details, but I can definitely understand what you mean now. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that's what I mean. Exactly. So, what else do we have here? We have... a BF-110 down low. And we have IL-2s that are bots. And a Yak. That's not a bot. That's a Yak 1. So I'll just fly kind of parallel to him. And climb to a little higher. Oh my goodness, the engine manifold pressure is really dropping. Holy moly. This plane really does not like making power above 2,000 meters. Yeah, it's very low altitude fighter. This plane is losing... Oh, he's accelerating now? Okay. So, Jay's accelerating now. I'm thinking of diving on the BF-110. Speed. Speed in a hurricane. Alright, so the 110. Yes, whatever you call it in this thing, for sure. So the 110. Dive on that. Aw, oh, missed. Of course. You know, have that trademark game. Oh, well, he died anyways. Well. Well then. Yeah, if you notice, the engine manifold pressure really drops after you go above 1,000 some meters. Let me see. Yeah, once it's above 1,200. Yeah, 1,200 is when the manifold pressure starts going away. Oh my goodness, that is really low. Holy moly. This plane does not like flying past 1,500 meters. It starts losing manifold pressure. Which is kind of a shame. This gas is its biggest limitation because it's geared for low altitude. To the point where even Russian planes can be higher than it. Alright, it looks like Jay is engaging a P-47. I'll investigate here just to make sure. Uh-oh. Okay. I'll just keep climbing a little bit and find out here what's what. Okay. Alright. I don't know if I should engage that or not. I'll just fly above it. I mean, I want to, but I want to make sure, you know, since Jay was going after him. Oh, he dove away. The P-47. Okay, so then I'll go after the other targets over here. He's already... The C-202 is ground strike. Oh no, attacking AI. Oh. Looks like he's going after the Hurricane again. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. He's going after the P-47 again. The P-47 is running out of time though, because Jace now's got the advantage. Should be able to kill it. Yeah, you got him. Jay's gotten the... Oh. Oh, I almost thought somebody set him on fire or something. Yeah, he's got it. He made it. Alright, so Jay got that. I'll go after the IL-2. Get some more fire in here. Look at all those bullets. My god. So many bullets. There we go. Alright, so now, as we climb up here, this plane is such a weird aircraft. Oh god, the ITP, I'm coming. Uh-oh. Okay, diving on him. The Kai-44 is going in. I'm going as fast as I can to catch him. Come on. Come on. No. It's not fast enough to dive on him. Oh god. Wow, I took a massive Taco Bell there. Yeah. I wasn't fast enough on that dive. I should have acted faster on that. Didn't read the situation fast enough, and by the time I acted, the ITP got behind him. Well, like I said, this game is so well programmed that, oh, I didn't have to hit it 3 times. That's a miracle. Okay. Oh, I finally got the wings repair. And I guess more bombs. So let's see what it's like now with that performance upgrade. Alright. So 366, 2,575. So let's see what other aircraft to do here. Any aircraft suggestions, Chad, or more just pick a random plane? Because I don't mind picking random planes. I just don't know what plane in particular. I was thinking, if otherwise, I was thinking of actually doing the P-61 Black Widow as a possibility. I actually love flying this plane. It's reasonable repair cost, and it's also has good hitting power with the 4 20mm cannons. It's a really big plane. I mean, this thing is massive. I'll just show a preview of it right here. And it does take a while to get used to. Have you got any premiums for Silver Lions? Oh yeah, I do. I have, for America in particular, the Thatches F2A Buffalo, which is OP is crazy. The Meh P40C, it's okay, it's not great. And the F2G, which a lot of people got for the Gaijin market. It's also a very low cost, well, to acquire, not necessary to run. Plane. For Germany, I only have one that was gifted by the community. The Do 335B2. And last one is Japan, my very favorite A7M1. I love flying the A7M1 as my favorite premium next to the Do. They're very good. The Do is a little bit harder to fly, but it has a lot of fun. It just takes a little more time to get to the fight, but it is definitely a very hard-hitting, fun plane to fly. The F2G is a mixed bag. It is capable to a point, but if you mess up, you pay a lot of lines. So that's why it's harder to play that one in particular. The other side I mentioned prospectively. Oh, hold on. Hey, Jay. Welcome to the live stream.
Wait. Am I seeing this correctly? You can right now get the P-47M again.
Wait, what?
Yeah, look.
Wait. What?
Oh no.
Are you serious?
Oh no, war crimes.
Wait. You gotta be kidding me. The P-47M is back? What the hell?
It's the ultimate war crime simulator.
Oh yeah, this crazy thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same exact M now. Are you sure?
Yeah, it is exactly the same M. It's just the paint is different. You get an even better looking paint.
Oh my goodness, you're right.
It's the
Yeah, it has
P47M.
it's the holy crow.
This thing is OP. I'm just saying, you can
Oh,
play for it.
oh my god. This is the mythical P47M, the best P47 in the game. They just slapped a different coat of paint on it and called it a day. They put the broken point back in.
Well,
Go
this
figure.
premium actually exists since quite a while.
Oh,
This premium version of it exists since quite a while. Yeah.
yeah, but it's like actually back available for purchase. It hasn't
Yeah.
been for a long time. Holy crow. I didn't even realize it was back in the game for to purchase, that is.
Yes.
Jeez. Wow. That's good to know. Alright.
Give me
Um
a.
okay, I'll wait. While I'm waiting, I'm just seeing if there's anybody suggesting anything else to cover or talk about. Um for Rob RC Kosha, um if I know Space JG and Jay obviously knows this, but I primarily fly Japanese and US aircraft as my preference. I don't mind flying other stuff like Germany or USSR. Great Britain is kind of a mixed bag for me. And France, well, there's some okay planes, like the Hellcat, for instance, and the VB-10C1. The VB-1002 is not as good as the C because of the weight. Even though that extra firepower is nice, it's just not as good because it's heavier. Still an okay performer, just not as good. I don't know if
Like
it actually has more engine power. I don't think it does. Oh, I didn't get all the upgrades yet, so it's not really a fair comparison for it. But it is definitely heavier. So while you while I'm thinking of that, oh, another good plane, and it's actually a surprising one. I could take out the US version of the Sky Raider out for a spin. That would be something unique. If I can afford to repair it though. Oh yeah, I can easily repair that. I'll put that in the slot. Now you might be saying, but Riggs is a ground attacker. How is that any good? Oh, believe me, when he stripped the ground attack load out, I just was experimenting with it, which it does okay. But if you do it without and you're a crazy mad lad, slap on either air targets or universal. I mean, air targets even better. I personally use universal because I ground strike with cannons every once in a while.
what are you
Can't go
talking
wrong with
about?
either
The
one.
generator?
The 84, yeah. This thing is bonkers. It's like basically a weird zero.
It is a zero.
Yeah, it loses a lot of speed, but it is really good. And I think the repair cost is stated is 6,400, so it is a reasonable priced plane. If you if you wanted to know on cost, this is actually, I would say, an okay plane on that front as well. I mainly followed it as a fighter though. I don't really ground strike Fury very often in it. And what else do we got here? Yeah, I was also Jay. I was just gonna say that that text box thing really helped a lot today. It's
Well, yeah.
a lot more people seem to be very receptive to the live stream because of that. So actually gambling on that, not knowing if it actually was going to help or hinder it, the experience actually was worth it. I didn't realize a simple text box like that could actually make it more fun.
Well, yeah. You can instantly see it. What do you
Yeah.
expect?
Oh, I was expecting people not to like it because I haven't done that before.
What?
Well,
You're
you
an
never know
idiot.
until you try, you know?
Well, why would they not like it? That
I don't
doesn't
know.
even make sense, Rigster. You're full of
Oh.
shit.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I was just nervous because I didn't know.
Yeah. The chat hates when you interact with it directly. Yeah, they hate it. Never. Yeah,
Oh my.
awful. How dare you?
Oh no. Um, I I'm waiting here. What's another plane that would be cool to cover? Uh
I don't know. It's up to you.
oh. How about I do the 84?
Oh gosh. Sure.
It's the 6.01.
Well, yeah, I know what an 84 is.
Oh, okay. Do it there, there, rolling it just for a match.
I need it.
I need it.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. All right, so let's see here. I would set the gun convergence to 500 for this one because the accuracy of these cannons with the upgraded cannon mod makes them even more accurate, so you can actually hit beyond 400 pretty easily because they're the M. Was it M3? Yeah, they're the M3 cannons, so they fire even faster. So they're even easier to hit with.
We have a FOU4B. We also have a Kai D7. Okay, lol.
Oh, look, and there's also a P47M.
By me. No, there's two of them.
Yeah, there's two of them now. Oh. So, you might be saying, well, what do you do in an 84? Well, you fly it like a zero. Albeit a slower, even slower zero. But it can be flown like a zero, to a point.
I just turn fight everything, so...
Yeah, you can use this as a turn fighter. It does bleed a lot of speed, but you can use that to force a lot of overshoots.
There's a reason why I have 16 deaths and 54 kills in it.
Jeez, that much.
Yeah, every round, like 3-4 kills, yeah, easily.
Yeah, they really underestimate this plane a lot, don't they?
Yeah, you can just wreck them. And since you have so much power, you can easily get that speed back, because that engine is just crazy in it.
Oh yeah, it is.
I'm gonna close the window.
What else do we got here? Alright, so I'm just side climbing a little bit. What's the rate of climb without payload? 3051. Yeah, that's actually pretty good for a ground attacker.
I usually fly it at 5,000 meters.
Okay. So I'll need to do a little more side climbing then.
Yeah.
I'm at
You
3,100.
want all the altitude you can get because you can just dive on them.
I never tested the dive speed of the 84. It's probably pretty good.
Also has huge air brakes, so...
Oh yeah,
She
the air
can-
brakes could save you too. This plane also was used in real life during the Vietnam War. They were used as
They're also used during Korea, right?
oh yeah, and also Korea too. In the Vietnam War, they were used to escort rescue helicopters as Sandys. Because they could keep up with helicopters and escort them for a long time too.
Oh yeah.
Well, almost at 4,000, 3,900.
I see it 288.
Oh no, not that point again. I mean, I have the firepower to take it on. It's just a matter of catching it. Oh, I found a ground strike at 84. What? Look.
Don't go after it. Don't go after it.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Don't.
good point.
You want to go after the fighters first.
Yeah.
Oh,
true.
I might be getting help from the J5. That actually would be Oh, crap.
What?
Well, I'm gonna have to keep climbing.
Oh, okay. I'll just keep climbing then. I'm at 4,300. Found a Spitfire. Don't know what Spitfire, but it says a Spitfire. Oh, it's probably the Mark 9. Because Israel, I think, only flies the Mark 9s. So basically, it's only good at low altitude, below 4,500. And then it starts losing manifold or boost pressure pretty rapidly.
Yeah, she does. Dude, they have a caster that's doing LAN.
A caster?
Yeah, LAN caster right there.
Oh, yeah, Lancaster.
It's called garbage in this game, at least. In real life, I would never say anything against a Lancaster. Great
Yeah,
aircraft.
in real life it's good. In other games, I guess they're decent, but not in this game. This game, it's pretty much you win, hit the I win button.
Pretty much useless. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, the J5 says nope.
Ain't happening.
Sup?
Not today.
Welcome back again. And what else do we have here? Right now I'm flying an 84. Jay's flying the P-47M.
I can't say what the M stands for.
Why?
Because it's not kids friendly.
Oh, yeah.
The P-47M going up for the BF-109?
Oh.
BF-109 can dodge it, but
Oh
here's
my-
the question. Can the BF-109 dodge me?
Or 4 other planes. Holy smokes, there's like 6 planes on him. Yeah,
He's
if you...
prick. I hit him. I'm right on his tail, by the way. There you go. P-47M, completely balanced.
Yeah, just mocked the 4 out of a late war K variant. And the Ju-28C crashed because, you know, that's their typical Ju-28C gameplay.
That's how you fly them.
Yep, just crash into the ground, overspeed, or drop your payload and forget that you have to pull up the whole time. I'm at 5,000.
Sky Raider. Oh, yeah.
Good grief.
Sky Raider time.
Yeah.
And Thunderbolt time, of course, Thunderbolt.
Yep.
I'm curious why the RE-2005 is down there.
That's a good question. And there's
let's see how many let's see how many mocks I can go.
Oh god.
Can't say that word. Mach 0.7677. 0.8.
0.8.
Yeah, Mach 0.8 in a P-47.
Oh,
it's the P-47M live.
Mine's Navy. His is Army. If you wanted to go by branches.
Let's go back up.
I'm going after the RE-25. So the plane's wings on the 84 start shaking at 440 indicated.
Holy crap, is that a BV?
Where?
I think they have a BV.
What? Why would
Yeah,
you take a BV at this?
Left.
Oh, yeah, you do. Oh, I'm really near an airfield though. Oh, I better pull back. This is getting too dangerous. I'm gonna start ground striking, Jay.
If I come in as quickly as I can, I might be able to get them.
Okay.
Give
Yeah,
us P-47M magic.
Oh yeah, because you're flying the M version. You probably could be able to strafe them a bit.
I can definitely get the BV. They're trying to hit me. The thing is, the P-47 is a little... Okay.
A little bit
They
faster.
finally...
Okay.
Why would you bring that? I'm dead. Beautiful.
Alright, well, I'll try hitting the A to demonstrate the cannon.
Don't go after the airfield, Riggs.
No, I am not. How did I miss?
There's crap breaking off his plane.
Oh, you actually killed him. Supposedly.
Oh,
it says you
hang
killed
on.
him. Oh.
Amazing. Good job.
Well, apparently the flaps break at 240.
Amazing shooting.
Epic aiming. Oh
Yeah,
my
that was
God.
terrible.
No, that was horrendous aiming. Holy crap. Alright, so...
You gonna go after the ground targets now? They only
yeah,
have two.
that's what I'm doing. That's all I can really do. I'm not gonna go after the airfield. Even at high altitude, that would be ridiculous. Alright, let's try this. What? There you
Amazing.
go. Jeez. There, now I'm starting to get the hang of that.
You can even penlight pillboxes if you find any.
Oh yeah, with the universal belt I can.
Especially the. Why would you run universal on this?
Well, I thought air targets would be too much HE.
No, they all have the same pen rigs.
Oh.
You didn't look again, like you always do. You never look.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Amazing.
There you go. Alright, so going after the AA again. Just flying up and over.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
We have N1K ones. Gosh, I hate those things.
Oh, yeah. Can I pen a medium?
No. No.
Oh, I can. From the rear, at
Okay.
least.
Okay, then enjoy.
Yeah, so from the rear, if I hit it from there, it actually can. Wow. I just wanted to try it out. I mean, if it didn't pen, then I would have not tried it. So from the rear or side, maybe? How much pen does it have?
Whatever, just go after him. Just do what works right now.
Yep.
Stop with your experiments.
Yep. Oh, it's because it's an M10, that's why. Yeah, M10s, you can pen that with, like, a thinking machine gun. From the top. That's
Well,
why.
turn around.
So that's basically like, oh, the enemy's dead.
Oh. Cool.
So we won. Oh,
Don't risk
what?
it.
The BV team killed the RE?
Yeah, amazing.
Wow, man. I don't know what that was all about. Alright, let's see here. Oh, holy crap. I just realized how much time I've been streaming, man.
Apparently so.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see here. Wonder what should do. How about this will be the last flight then, because I'm gonna go eat after this one. Let's do like a crazy flight or something that might work. Or
Oh.
so. What do you suggest?
I don't know.
Hmm. Okay. Let's see here. How about for the last flight? Let's see here. What haven't I flown on this live stream? Hmm. No.
I'd be down for some I-16 action.
Oh yeah, that would actually be fun. Yeah, but I was gonna say let's do something like sillier that would actually work. One I-16. I mean, there's so many of them.
Let's do. Do you have the Type 24?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
And it's spaded too. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this crazy I-16 match.
Wait, I'm curious about something.
Chill.
Or
What?
let's do the Canon I-16.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say. Is there? I'm pretty sure it's a canon version as well.
Yeah, 3.0.
3.0. Oh, this
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I never really played that one very often. I think the only reason I did is because I didn't know much about aircraft at the time. Air targets, universal. Oh yeah, this thing. It's not spaded, but it's partially upgraded.
Yeah. You want to use Universal, and for the 20s you want to use
Yeah, air
yeah.
targets. Yeah. All right, let's see here. About to get engine injection, I can get the radiator. Okay. Well, this will definitely work. You ready?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. So, I just wanted to say, Barham, some emoticons don't always work on YouTube. I've noticed, or at least it doesn't display. I don't understand why. So let's see what this bunker's Russian aircraft contraption can do.
Things.
Things. Conversions, since they have wing mounted, I guess 400 would probably be fine because we're going in close.
Gonna go 500. Let's go.
Okay. What could possibly go wrong with two Shavak machine guns that are like mini guns and two hard-hitting cannons? Oh, Japanese
The
points.
Shavaks are the cannons, Rigster.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
7.62s are like miniguns. So you basically got a cannon and a minigun.
These are the Shakas.
Oh, what the? Somebody just crashed or did something on takeoff again.
Amazing.
Let's see our climb at 15. Let's see, the rate of climb even without engine injection is pretty good at 3,100.
Yeah.
I'm presuming yours is spaded because I think you actually spaded all of them.
No, this is not Spada. I don't have the cover yet, for example.
Oh, okay.
We have dude, we have the Holy Pimp.
The Holy Pimp. Let me see.
Right there.
I'm looking for him. Oh, what?
Oh, dude.
The Holy Pimp. And he's flying an I-185.
Amazing aircraft that Rigster is useless with.
Yep, that is true. Well, I guess you could say he's the Holy Pimp.
I-185 is the I-185 is totally not broken at that battle rating. It's not. It's
No.
totally fine.
Not at all.
What do I have in it? Let me look.
Sure. I mean, their planes are slow. And the P-51C team killed the other one. So they lost the plane order.
Six deaths, 22 kills.
22.
Amazing. P-51C. Yeah, 6 kills. So KDO 3 something.
3-1.
Nearly 4.
Jeez.
Nearly 4.
That's pretty good, man.
By the way, this plane performs amazing above 6,000 meters. This one here.
Wow.
No, it doesn't.
No.
You want to fly an I-16 at 6,000? Trust me. Time of your day. Time of your life.
Yeah,
great.
if you could ever get there.
No, you won't.
Also, you know that P-51C, it just team killed another player again. And it crashed.
The max altitude for this is nearly 10,000 meters? Who flies an I-16 at 10K?
That's like almost 25,000 to 30,000 feet. No, I don't think anybody really practically does it.
That's around... That's 30,000 foot. Nearly 30,000 foot, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like... Why?
It's like, wow.
I want to see your speed up there. I want to see the thing's speed up there.
Oh my goodness.
Did you know the I-16 was actually really revolutionary?
Do you mean that more than the pun?
What?
You know, the revolution.
Oh, forget it, Rigster. Cringe.
Okay. But yeah, it actually was very innovative.
Yes, it was.
This plane did a lot of the high-tech innovations for its day, for sure.
Yeah.
It was retractable landing gear. It had actual cannons that actually worked.
No, actually it didn't.
Oh no.
They added the cannons way later.
Oh. Yeah.
It had basically performance figures no one else had.
Yeah, and that's why they used them up till, what,
And it has
1942?
Oh, 244.
Oh, really? 44?
Yeah. And it had an enclosed cockpit that wasn't really working, but like I guess it was there.
Let's see.
The only thing I'm scared of was the Ki-44. The rest,
Yeah.
P-39. Oh yeah, I'm shaking already.
I'm trying to, like, keep up with your plane.
You don't have the engine injection yet, right?
No.
Big oof.
No, I didn't get it yet. It's not researched.
The FRU-1C is retarded.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's the 1D actually. Never mind.
Wow. Do-de-do.
It died. Oh yeah. The Ki-96. What is it doing down here?
Good, he says good game. Yep.
What's the Ki-90? What?
Kai 96. I think that's either the twin engine interceptor or bomber.
That is the twin engine interceptor, Rigster.
Oh yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
What is it doing down here? What are you trying to intercept? The AI?
Probably. I'll go after him.
Right, yeah, would make sense. Oh, you're after him too?
Oh.
Hello. Oh, well, you can have him. Enjoy.
Alright.
I'll take on the A-20.
Alright.
What is the Spitfire? Why are you flying in a straight line, Spitfire? You want to get killed?
There we go.
Get killed?
What?
He put out the fire.
What? I never get that kind of luck in that plane.
He is probably so damaged though he's gonna crash.
Not necessarily.
You could, yeah, just finish him off. Might as well.
Yep.
Amazing.
There we go.
There you go.
Finally. Alright.
A-20 down.
And 5 minutes and 23 seconds of fuel left.
I have 13 left.
Oh, you took the one option above.
Yeah, just not even fuel.
Okay.
Because the minimum fuel out is even too little for me. I'd be fine with it if this thing was really fast, but it's not, so...
Oh, I didn't realize that.
What? You didn't realize an I-16 is not fast? Really?
At least to that point, no.
What?
I knew it was slow, but I didn't realize it was that slow.
It's an I-16, dude. Basically, the I-15 was where they sawed off the top wing. That's basically it.
Oh my.
Pretty good sawed off wing, though.
Oh yeah, very excellent actually. P-39Qs are... Oh, do you want them? Alright, I'll go after the other one.
P-39.
Oh. Oh.
The Cobra. You know what I think of them.
Yeah. Oh. That plane's down. Okay.
There you go. P-39 is so crap it can't even mess with sawed off wing biplane.
Oh, there's a BF-109 here. The true shark. He's gonna be a false shark after this. It's my 12.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back to base because
Okay.
I'm out of ammo.
Alright, I'll go back to base after this fight. If I make it, hopefully.
Die. Beautiful.
Critical. Oh no! Well, guess what, Jay?
You flew too close. You flew too close to the airfield.
No, actually, he shut up my engine. Well, it's not the
Amazing.
NA.
Amazing. Well, enjoy.
Well, I'll just slowly go back to base then, I guess.
Is your engine damaged or completely black?
Oh no, it's completely black.
Yeah, enjoy dying.
Oh, it's...
You're not going to be able to fly that back.
Oh. Yeah, there's one enemy aircraft left. Maybe if I keep it airborne long enough, I can save 2,000 lines. Oh. Oh, I wasn't actually too far off. It actually was 2,700. To save $2,000. Not even the Spitfire Mark 1A.
I like my donkey.
Yeah, this plane's pretty good. I love it.
Yeah, it's a donkey.
It's a donkey.
It is. Ishak's Russian for donkey.
Oh.
Now you know.
The more you know.
Yeah, it's the I-16 Ishak, I-16 donkey.
Other nicknames I've heard during the Spanish Civil War in the 1930s was the rat or the fly. I think that was the opposing force that called them that. So it had also other nicknames too. Donkey I never knew though. I heard of Rat and Fly though. Oh no!
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about this thing's hand cranked landing gear. Oh my god! It
Oh,
finally is done extending. Amazing.
I think the only one is as slow as that is the Wildcats one.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the Wildcats hand cranked a little bit too.
Yeah. Can you?
Oh,
Amazing.
come on! Oh no!
Well, whatever.
Oh, they still count that as a landing or a crash.
No, no, that was not a crash.
Wow, man, the snail gives, the snail takes away, as the deep false voice narrative says. The snail giveth, the snail taketh.
Yes. Snail of
Next
garbage.
time on Rigsters' Journey. No, it's kidding. Oh, that would be kind of a funny thing to say, but that sounds too cheesy, even for my taste. Um, yeah, I got the engine injection. Woohoo! Oh yay, more money. Oh yay, wing repair, radiator, engine injection. The works. Okay.
I got everything.
All right. Let's see how much power the engine inject. Oh yeah, that's much better. 830 and 1,000 respectively. 830 max, 1,000 takeoff. Yeah, that's gonna help a lot. So 2 kills and died on the head on. Jay survived and did what, 2 or 3 kills? Was it 3 or 2?
Yeah. Two.
2? Oh, okay. So combined 4, so that's about like 25 to 30% of the enemy team, not including the team kills that the 51Cs did to each other.
Amazing.
Yeah. All right. I think I'll wrap it up here for this live stream. Thanks for watching, everyone. I really appreciate the comments and interaction here. I'm definitely going to keep the text box. I might refine it a little bit over time, but that definitely will stay because it's been so well received, which is really appreciated. And if you like more videos like this, you can support the channel by moving the mouse over near the button that says subscribe if you want to. You don't have to.
Or
It's the internet.
report.
What? No. No, I didn't do anything wrong.
Just kidding.
Oh god, that would be pretty messed up. But anyways, you can also like the video if you like. If not, you can hit the thumbs up or down. It's the internet, so I don't really put too much stock into that. But if you want to do that, that's fine. And if you like to also support the channel financially, I do run a Ko-Fi page in the description below. It's just like Patreon, but different. And any closing thoughts, Jay?
No,
Or
not really.
no, not really. Okay. Well, my closing thoughts is I really appreciate the suggestions and feedback with the planes, and hopefully people learned some stuff today, or at least enjoyed some of the experiences of this broken, weird game. So this is Rigsters' Journey.